Guadalcanal is loading! Greetings, everyone. Everyone, of course, being my loyal fans, my loyal subjects, those who hate me, those who love me, those who think I'm a noob, and especially those who like to watch other people play games on the internet. Kawil here, bringing you 2 matches of Battlefield 1943. The reason that I am bringing you 2 matches of Battlefield 1943 is because, well, because they're pretty decent games. And second off, I just wanted to kind of let you guys see what it was like during the progression of a player such as my various technical proficiencies and basically able to overcome the odds. Really, I just have a massive ego and that's why I'm doing it. But still, I just wanted to do this so that you guys could see what I do on my ass, playing games. There is nothing in these 2 videos that is cut out. Everything is left in. However, I will disclaimer that by saying that in between this match and the next match, it is cut a little tiny bit, and the only reason it is cut is because I separate the matches. In other words, I stopped recording after this first match and then started recording the next one. Or actually, that's not even true. My video capture device, excuse me, my video capture device is kind of like a DVR. You know how in a DVR when you have it on a channel and the recorder automatically records like 30 minutes? You know, like you could be watching live TV, and then if you have it on a certain channel or a channel, you can actually go back. You can go back and watch stuff that you watched previously. So say you missed something, you came in from, you know, out walking your dogs, or, you know, maybe you had a little whoopee in the bedroom with the old lady or the old man, and you came back and you wanted to watch that episode of Judge Judy that you just freaking missed. Well, and then you can go back and just rewind it. You know, without having it recorded, it was automatically kind of put on there and you can just rewind it. I just want you guys really quick to take a look at this great tanking montage that's going to happen right here, because it's really pretty sweet. Anyway, so that's what I did. When I'm playing, and I mean, this is just really, it's a really great montage. I mean, they get a tank, this guy's kicking my ass here, and then the tank is throwing his BS over here, and oh my god, I mean, guys, if you want to call me lucky, go right ahead and call me lucky, because I will admit that this is just me rolling the dice, getting extremely lucky with my tanking, and then I get some help here pretty soon, you know. So I'm not going to completely say this was all my doing. I'm going to say I did quite a bit. And a lucky prayer! Can I get a lucky prayer? Thank you, Lord! So it comes to an end here pretty soon. Actually, you're going to see something that I consider to be my forte. I have no idea if other people have perfected this, and by mean perfection, I don't mean that I perfected it, but look at this. I'm rolling backwards, I'm on the move, I'm on the first person, and I see people, and I'm just taking them out! I mean, look, call that what you will. You want to call that luck? I happen to think that's pretty skillful. And then, you know, sniping from downtown. Anyway. And Linda actually sneaks in that tank down there, and she kicks my ass. I believe Linda is a young lady. I believe that's the case. She just rolls me right here, which is fine. I mean, you know, when you get rolled, you get rolled. So that's a nice little look at that, a little 14. I had just come into the match. I don't know if you remember way back in the beginning. Way back in the beginning of the match, I had actually jumped into this match. So, you know, it was like a work in progress already. It had just started, but I jumped in. And I almost got that guy. I was kicking myself. The reason that I chose infantry and went right here was because that's Linda right there. And I knew she was going to come up there. But, you know, she was taken care of by somebody else. And I get killed here, which is fine. Anyway, I want to go back to the DVR situation with my recorder. As I said, it's the Elgato. It's on my links. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of my misery. It's the Elgato HD capture device. It works for PS3, it works for Xbox, it works for PC. And it's a really sweet piece of equipment. And it's like a DVR, as I said, I don't know, probably about 50 times already that it's a DVR. And so when I'm playing, I'm not actively recording. I'm not actively pushing a record button. But because it works like a DVR, anytime that I'm playing, I can rewind the little, you know, the stream, I guess is what you could say. I can actually rewind if I've had a good game, or 2 good games, or whatever. I'll just rewind it to wherever I need to record from, hit record, and it'll record everything since then, since that point that I go back. And then I just hit stop record, and that's how I'm able to get these 2 matches with only a little bit in between them as being cut out. Let me say this again. There is nothing cut out of this video. Absolutely nothing except the time in between the 2 matches, which is probably, I want to say, a couple of seconds. Okay? And these are 2 matches that are, they are in sequence. This is one right after another. And let me see how I can say this. Let me see how I can say this without sounding like a complete asshole and an elitist. But you know, sometimes when you capture a video, sometimes you capture a video, or you've seen me with a video of mine, and you see that I come in and maybe I dominate, because I'm not going to show you videos where I don't dominate. I mean, come on. Who wants to see me get killed all the time? Okay, don't answer that. Don't answer that. I know you want to see me get killed all the time. All right, so just stop. Yeah. So, where was I going? Jeez, you guys made me forget where I was going. Joshua, he's killing me over there with his incessant grenade launching. Jesus H, where was I going? About my lackadaisical noobishness, about my ineptitude in the tank, about my this freeform thought, guys. I'm trying to figure out where I was going. Anyway, I can't remember where I was going, guys. I'm 37 years old. I'm an old guy. I'm supposed to forget stuff, right? There's somebody down there. You saw his head bobbing up. I know he's there. He knows he's there, and eventually he's gonna have to respawn somewhere because you know. There he is, right there. Excuse me, I had to cough into the mic. I apologize. You guys just bring me to being breathless. Absolutely breathless. Oh yeah. That's what I was getting at. You know, I record these videos, and for the most part, you guys get 1 match at a time. You guys get 1 match at a time, or if you're lucky, and I'm able to get enough of my deaths on tape, I make a montage, and there you go. But for the most part, it's pretty much all, you know, just 1 match at a time, 1 blah at a time. And I must say, this is actually pretty nice right here, because this is pretty nice right here. And I throw up a prayer, and thank you, Lord, I've been answered. So, you know, I rolled into this match, and I had that really great tank episode where I, you know, took out like everybody. And I wanted, basically this is what it comes down to. I wanted to prove that this match was not a fluke. All right? Because sometimes you have people that jump in a match and they're like, you know, it's halfway over with, and they come in and they just absolutely dominate. And I know I didn't come into this match halfway. It had just barely started. But because both of these matches were, especially this one was pretty good. The second one is not as good. It's not as good as this one. But my standards is pretty good because, you know, I'm an old guy and would take whatever we can get. So these two matches are basically proof that I don't pick and choose. Well, actually, that's not even true because I do pick and choose matches. But that jumping into a match is not something that I take advantage of. In other words, and these are just two absolute great shots here. This one, and then here comes another one. I mean, look, this long range sniping with the tank boy. Oh, I mean, damn. I'll take the luck. If you want to call it lucky, like I said before, you go right ahead and call me lucky. Call me maybe. You see what I did there? Anyway, we're actually coming up on the end of the first match, and I've talked about absolutely nothing. And you'll see here, I want you to pay attention. You see that I got 26 kills. Fairly even match. So it was 4 generals against 4 generals, pretty much. And hold on, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. It's coming up. The second one's coming up. There's the stop. There's the little tiny bit of click, the little bit of cut. It's the same map, guys. And if you get ready with your pause button, because I'm going to show you that I do this for every match. Before every match, I check to see who's in each team. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. I do this before every single match. Even matches. There it is. Pause. All right. Did you see that? It was the same players. This is the match after that one that I just recorded, that I'm just showing. Okay. Now I'm going to talk a little bit more nonsense because that's what I do well. And basically the reason I'm going to do that is because this first part of me actually getting to where I need to get is so much fail. You see, Jeeps and tanks, they don't mix. I mean, they don't mix. I tried it again, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I'm forced to hoof it. Now, hoofing it is actually a good thing because I'm not going to brag here, but I am gonna toot my own horn. When I was in high school, I was a badass in track. And for those of you who don't know what track is running events. You know, the 100 meter, 200 meter, you know, all that BS that, you know, people do in high school. Oh, there's also Olympic sports involved in that stuff, but I was never that good. Anyway, to get back to the track thing, I like to hoof it in this game too. Not because I'm a badass at track, or was, 50 pounds later. But because, as I've told you before, whenever you take a vehicle, there you go, a vehicle, right? The vehicle disappears from the map for the enemy. And what happens when you get out of that vehicle? The vehicle reappears on the map for the enemy. See, you see that blue? It just blew, it lit up. And then I think he actually gets killed here. Yeah, see, he gets killed. There's my girl Linda. She's a good player. I was just in the right place at the right time, you know, to take her out. The times that I did. She's a good player. But I will say something about Linda. And I again, I'm not saying anything derogatory or calling anybody out. But in this match, and I didn't note it at the time. In fact, I didn't realize it. And I got a little lucky because he can't shoot for shit. I didn't know it at the time, but she had left during this match. And she had left during this match only after she had rammed me with an airplane while I was in the tank. Which is absolutely fine with me. I could care less. But I would have liked it if she stayed around, you know? I would have liked it if she stayed around. I mean, I'm a proponent of if you start something, you kind of need to finish it. I mean, even if you're getting your ass kicked. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that she's a bad person or anybody else that leaves early is a bad person. Please don't leave me comments saying I'm an elitist and you're a noob and that I'm a noob for saying this. Guys, it's just the way I feel. If you start a match, you should try to stick around to the end of it, no matter what. And that's just about it. So as you can see, I got a couple of kills with the recoil. The recoil is rockets, and we're slowly taking back the map. And here we go. I'm hoofing. Now, if you want to, what you do is you need to queue up Chariots of Fire, the song, and play it right now. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Guys, if you don't want to listen to my Chariots of Fire, like I said, feel free to queue up your own digital stereo version of Chariots of Fire and have your way with it. And again, a lucky shot. I'll take it. Linda, I apologize, but I'll take it. I'm just going to lurk out here. And I was talking about something. I was probably talking about 3 or 4 things during this epic videos of fail. And I've completely forgot again where I was going. So I get another couple of good shots here. I got some. It's just, it takes forever with this gun to kill, and then I get a little hit coin on this guy. Remember I said hit coin was not termed by me, it was by somebody else, and then lo and behold, look at what appears. Let's get in the tank. I got lucky with the grenade there. Let's get in the tank. Let's take them out. And if you guys want to call me a tank noob, I completely agree with you. But because I'm an old guy, I require that I put myself with as much ammo around my body as possible. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And this guy, he's planting. He's planting right here. He wants me to go down there so that I can get blown up by his C4. And I says, not today. So I'm just going to take a little detour. Anyway, back to the issues at hand, which I have no idea what the issues at hand were. And here's the guy that I just found was planting. And there we go. He was actually on my team in the first match, if you realized. He was, yeah, you know, so I... Okay. But, we're just rolling. I mean, we're just rolling. There's Linda again. My lady, I apologize. Nothing personal. If you're red, you're good. I'm gonna try like hell to kill you. And here comes the tank. Excuse me while I take a drink of my coffee, because I am in my skivvies. I'm in my skivvies talking to you people about a video game. And I'll take this shot any day. Booyah! Excuse me while I drink some coffee. And here comes another tank. Here comes another tank. I get a couple of lucky good shots on him. There you go. And we finish it off right there. So, you know, now we've got kind of control of the map. They've only got one flag and they're coming from way up there. Everybody knows where they're coming from. So as a tank guy, my job is just to make sure that people don't get by, which is I try like hell to do. And in about, oh, they're taking the flag. In about, I don't know, a minute, less than a minute, whatever, I get rammed by a plane. And it's my lady Linda. And again, I'm not calling you out. It sounds like I'm calling you out, Linda. I apologize, but I'm not. But the only reason that look, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm just going to come out and say it. If you're going to ram me with the plane, that's fine. Stay in the damn match. That's all. That's all. I mean, if you're going to ram me, that's fine. Kill me. That's the point of the game. Stay in the match. That's all. Stay in the match. I never leave early. Unless I get disconnected. I never leave early. Oh, well. I'm not going to say that. I do leave early sometimes. But that's when it's like all blue. In other words, we have all the flags. And there's like 2 or 3 other... And there's the ram. and we have like, and the other team has like 2 or 3 people on there, and we're just, you know, spawn camping and all. Yeah, I'll leave then, because that's no fun for anybody. But I never leave during an active match if I can help it. Sometimes life happens, and I get completely cornholed right there. Cornholio! But I never leave a match. I don't expect you guys out there in video game land to stay during every match. However, if you're gonna ram somebody with a plane, I guess is a statement. Stay in the match for the rest of it. I don't know. That's just a pet peeve of mine. Whatever. I get a little lucky here. You know, I'm a noob guy. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna toot my own horn here, because this is actually a pretty good little goal of mine that I had. On various websites, there's this thing where they call, I don't know, they're called stats. You know, it shows, you know, how many kills you have and how many deaths you have and what kind of kills they were. Were they in a tank? Were they by the rifleman? Were they by infantry? What your kill to death ratio is, which I must say I don't really care about what my KD is, but I have to say that I do try. I must say I look at it. I do try to I do try to improve on it. To say otherwise would be hypocritical. I just couldn't get these guys. They just like they Gangnam styled up on me. Damn it. Damn it, you people. You're killing me. We're coming up on the end here pretty close, guys. But anyway, I just want to let you know that my stats, my points, my total points just jumped over 1 million points. I just checked it. I updated yesterday, in fact, and I saw that I was now over 1 million points, which, you know, I know there's more people that are over 1 million points, and I'm not comparing myself to any of them, because if you play a game long enough, you just kind of naturally get to 100 points. I mean, it just kind of happens. But I'm pretty satisfied with my stats. My KD is sitting right at 4, which, whatever. I guess that's good, you know. I guess it's good. But in the end, that's not really what matters. It's about, and I get taken out here. And by a recoilless rocket. I tried to jump out, but alas, it wasn't to be. It was not to be. But that's that 1 million points was actually something I was shooting for. Just as a personal goal. That's all. And you're going to see that I had 20 kills, and I'm going to actually call this 21 kills. Because he got killed and his name popped up. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed these 2 matches and saw the progression of how shit works when I'm playing. If you didn't enjoy them, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed them, leave me a comment. If you just want to say how much of a noob I am, go right ahead and leave me. You're actually going to get, see, this is what happens. You're actually going to get a little blurb of the next match. But it wasn't as good, so I didn't leave it out there. Yeah, but again, you'll see that I do the same thing. I don't know if it's going to show it. But before the video ends, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. See that I'm going to go straight to the scoreboard, and there, I do this every single time. And I left. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Everyone, have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I love you. I love you. Bye, guys.